Hello and welcome to the series of videos about SDF. So far, we have seen how to inject dependencies using constructor and factory method, bind to a specific dependency implementation using ID, and how to configure constant values. Let's revisit to bind and see how we can use variable IDs in bind. So let's see this demo record service. It depends on two things. One is the ID generator and an iStore. Also, ID generator has two implementations, which is configured here, dependency providers. One is the UUID generator and the other is the datetime generator. But if you notice, demo record service is deciding which ID generator implementation needs to be used. But as per the concept of inversion of control, the control should be externalized. So instead of the direct value, we can use a variable ID and inject the value of the variable ID from somewhere else. Let's see that in action. To set a variable ID in bind, we have to put the ID inside dollar and curly braces. So whatever we put inside these braces will be the key against which there should be a value, and SDF in the runtime will substitute variable key for the value. So let's put id dot generator here as the key. Now, how will SDF substitute these values? It will substitute from the constants, right? In the previous video, we have seen how we can define constants. So there must be a constant for the key ID generator. As we have seen, we can provide constants in three ways. I'm going to provide the constant in system properties. So here I'm going to put system.setProperty. We have to prefix the ID with SDF underscore consts dot the key, which is id dot generator, and the value I'll provide as UUID. So if we run it, it should use the UUID ID generator and hence generate the UUID IDs like this. Let's take the other way by passing it as a JVM argument. Remove it, and in the JVM argument, I'm going to provide -d, then this, and here I'll put date time. So it should take the date time ID generator. Run it. So it has generated the date time ID generator. Let's see one more thing. What if we remove this thing? That is, don't provide the constants, right, of a variable key. What will happen? So it gave an error. It says substitution failed, no value found for variable key id.generator, which is expected, right? Again, if we pass this UUID, now it should start working. It generated an ID as a UUID. So we have seen how we can use variable IDs in the bind annotation and choose to bind a dependency from a constant. We'll see the other features of SDF in the next series of videos. Until then, happy learning and happy coding.